Hello, welcome back, Sophia University students, MBA 3006, where we are investigating, researching, and exploring international business law and ethics. I'd like to first of all take this opportunity to welcome you to Module 2, where we will do a deep dive into human rights and international labor ethics. However, before we do that, I want to thank you for all of the hard work that you have put in Module 1 over the first 2 weeks of the course. Thank you very much for your hard work. The good news is at the end of this module, we'll actually get an opportunity to connect one on one in the live session there in Costa Mesa. So I look forward to meeting and connecting with each and every one of you on that Sunday, July 23rd. In Module 2, we'll cover human rights and international labor ethics. You'll be able to understand and analyze guiding principles and standards and frameworks regarding human rights. You will have the opportunity to critique and assess international labor rights, laws, and ethics. The chapter reading is chapter one, the introduction to the textbook, and chapter four, world economies. Remember that textbook is embedded directly into the course. You can click on the link for the PDF. You can open it in a web browser, or you can also open it on the online platform there. Couple of articles that I want you to read here over the next 2 weeks. That would be weeks 3 and 4 of the course. Global Business Ethics Survey. Then I'm going to ask you to drill down and read the country profile on China. And the other article is an educational intervention on Chinese business students, orientation towards corporate social responsibility. There is a video from CNN that I want you to read that has something to do with Nike's relationship with China and how they do business in China. And then there's all kinds of Chinese legal resources there on the Module 2 landing page that are there for your reference. And those sources should be included in your discussion board postings, on your ethics research articles, and other types of activities in this course. So please take advantage of those resources. In week 3, your discussion board will ask you to read a section of the importance of ethics in international business. And what you're going to do is you're going to select one of the three codes of ethics type. And for that one type that you pick, you're going to analyze and critique the goal of the code. You're going to provide a definition and example of the code in business or industry. And then you're going to argue which of the two approaches is best to enforce your code as a business practice. And as always, because discussion boards are a scholarly assignment, you want to make sure that you are providing examples of business cases. You want to make sure you have some support from either peer review and or legal sources. Your original posting should be approximately 300 words, and that needs to be posted by Wednesday at 11:59 Pacific, and reply to at least two classmates by Friday at 11:59 specific. Now, remember, on your initial posting, there is a requirement that you're going to integrate evidence either from legal sources or from scholarly sources. It's always a good idea to provide a business case or a business example. However, on your response to the classmates, there is no expectation of having support or evidence, but you do want to make sure that you have a meaningful and thoughtful post. In week 3, you will create a article summary. You're going to read the article there, how to navigate the ethical risk of doing business in China. And after you have finished reading the article, I just want you to write a summary of the main points of the article. And your summary must accurately capture the main points and concepts discussed in the article. This illustrates your reading comprehension and pulling out the important information from the article. Your summary must emphasize concepts and guidelines rather than descriptions. In other words, excuse me, the summary should focus on explaining the what, why, and how of navigating the issues identified in your summary. For example, you can provide descriptive information that will appear in your summary only if it illustrates an ethical concept or guideline. Your summary should be written in your own words. Do not merely copy phrases from the article. Do not use quotes in your summary. Please use your own words with support from the content in the article. And then your summary should be approximately 2 to 3 pages, and that does not include a title page or a reference page. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to set up a one on one session with you and we can discuss in detail the expectations for this assignment. And I'm willing and available to provide you with whatever type of assistance or resources that you require. In the week 4 discussion board, you will watch the video called What is Business Ethics? You will identify 3 highlights emphasized in the video that resonates with you. Then you're going to provide examples for relevant business cases and support from peer review or legal sources. Your initial posting should be approximately 300 words. That's due by Wednesday at 11:59, and your response to classmates will be due by Friday at 11:59. And finally, here in module 2 in week 4, you're going to have another ethics research essay. In this case, you're going to read the case of Levi Strauss and Company in China. And then you're going to use that same format, that steps 1 through 4 of the Rock Institute. You're going to simply state the nature of the ethical issue that you identified in reading that Levi Strauss case study. You're going to list the relevant facts. You're going to identify the stakeholders. And then finally, you're going to clarify the underlying values. Now, keep in mind that this ROCKS process is a 12-step process. We're only going to do the first 4 steps in these research essays. I want you to really focus in and lock in on identifying the issues. Spotting legal issues is one of the most important things that you'll have to do in legal analysis, or in this case, ethics analysis. You're going to list the relevant facts, identify the stakeholders, and then clarify the underlying values. You should have a title page and also a reference page. Again, I'm not really looking for you to be perfect APA practitioners, if you will. I just want you to make an effort. As long as I see that you've made an effort to include scholarly sources, to include legal sources, to provide evidence and support for your analysis, I will be happy to give you the benefit of the doubt. But please make an effort to include evidence from legal or scholarly sources in your submission. Your appraisal must follow each step of the analysis. So please don't turn in just block paragraphs. Make it easy for your grader by identifying each one of those four steps explicitly in your submission. And you want to look for relevant literature on the part of the case that is of interest to you by analyzing the facts and the ethical ramifications of the business practice. Remember, this should be in your own words, no direct quotes. I want you to be able to analyze these case studies and put it in your own words. And you'll find here, this is the second one because you had an opportunity to do it in module one. And what you'll find is once we start getting into modules three, four, and five, where we will start to do some really deep, rigorous, meaningful dives into ethical analysis, I think you'll find that these earlier exercises, working through the first four steps of the Rock Institute 12-step approach to analyzing ethical issues. I think you'll find them very helpful. And your submission should be approximately 2 to 3 pages long. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm so excited to be able to meet you all in person and connect with you in our live session on Sunday, July 23rd at 10 a.m. on the Costa Mesa campus. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns before we connect, please feel free to reach out to me via email. I'll be more than happy, of course, to exchange emails with you. But moreover, I'd be more than happy to set up a one on one Zoom session and make sure that all of your questions, comments, or concerns are addressed. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I look forward to engaging you in module two.